Good afternoon, everybody. Long time no upload. So, I have a video that I've been thinking about that I've wanted to create based on some of the responses that I received from people about this whole shenanigan of crypto and money and world events and whatnot. And I wanted to try and get across the message that and the way that I see the market. Okay, so many of you believe that the price of these tokens is led by news articles, and I want to sort of try and help you by explaining that I I personally, although I don't necessarily have the actual evidence, I personally don't believe for one moment that these charts have anything to do with what's happening in the news. I think the charts do what they do, and the news just seems to fill the gaps, and it gives you a reason to believe, or something to relate it to justify why it's doing what it's doing. Because the price of the token is going to do what it does, with or without the news. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. So, a lot of the news out there, some of it you can distinguish it as one of two things. It's either a piece of news which describes it's a piece of news that describes something developmental. So something real, something developmental. When all of these real and developmental pieces of news land, does the price move? Rarely does it ever move. Right, so the prices are following something else. Because, alright, so if it's a good piece of news, the charts don't often move. It depends on the piece of news. But actually, if you look at the chart, you can see in the chart that it's going to move way before the news lands. So, I've got to turn those off. So, I'm a firm believer in the charts dictate the news. There's a phrase for it. The charts dictate the news, not the news dictating the charts. I think the charts are completely and utterly pre-programmed. There is a definite cyclical pattern. It's so freaking easy to see that you'd have to be blind not to see it. It's so easy. It's so simple. And in the small time frames, you can't see it. And if you believe in the news and you don't believe in the charts, you'll never see it. But if you believe in the charts and the news just happens to coincide, you can see it as clear as the day is bright. So what are we looking at here on screen? This here is a mock chart of the 4-year cycle theory, and this is entirely and exactly what happens with a crypto rally. This is it. This here signifies the end of the bear market. If I was to put that into realistic terms, this here, right here, is probably February, March of 2024. This here is the Bitcoin halvening. The price is going to bottom out. After the Bitcoin halvening, it's going to do this, and then it's going to do a bit more of that, and then at the top of 2025, and it's always December or November, it's never been any other time. Yes, the market topped out in 2021 April, but it made a double top in the November, and other coins popped in the December. The supreme ultimate all-time high of the 4-year cycle is always December or November. Without fail, it's happened every time before, and there's no reason to believe it won't do the same thing again. What we're actually waiting for now, here look, add a few lunar eclipses, a few pieces of bullshit news, just pre-programmed of course. It does this every time without fail. And then we go into a sort of an accumulation phase, and what we're waiting for is this disbelief, suckers rally. It might not be as low in scale as this chart is showing. It could be somewhere up here. It could be somewhere up here. But this is particularly what we're waiting for. I've been talking about it since February. I'm waiting for the disbelief suckers rally. I know it's a suckers rally and it's a disbelief rally, but I know it's coming. For the whole crypto market, always has, always will. Bitcoin leads the market. It's got 40% dominance, and that's just what I know is going to happen. Been calling $47,000 or $49,000 Bitcoin. We're running out of time though. We've got a few days left. So the disbelief rally after the crypto high, every single freaking cycle, it's always this month of June. Every time. We've got 7 days left. So let's have a look at the charts.